Hello and welcome to the video. In this video, guys, I am going to talk about Super Smash Bros. Okay, there hasn't been a Super Smash Bros. Game announced. Annoyingly, we are in that period of waiting between now and the next Super Smash Bros. Game being released. At this point in time, I want to speculate and talk about some of the third-party characters I believe will be coming to the next Super Smash Bros. Game. So as you are all aware, Nintendo like to add new characters to their Super Smash Bros. Games. The majority of these characters turn out to be third-party characters. Third-party characters are characters that are not Nintendo owned and characters from different companies. Characters such as Snake, Sonic, Sora, and Banjo-Kazooie. They are not Nintendo-owned characters, but they are so iconic that they have been added to the Super Smash Bros. Roster because, let's face it guys, essentially Nintendo basically own the Gaming Hall of Fame, I guess. Super Smash Bros. At this point is a Gaming Hall of Fame in my opinion. So I want to, in this video, talk about 10 third-party characters who I think belong in Super Smash Bros. And should come to the next game. So here we go guys, let's talk about it. Let's start with number 10. So my first pick for a new Super Smash Bros. Character is Rayman. I think Rayman would be a great addition to the Super Smash Bros. Games. Rayman is basically a mascot character for Ubisoft. He is super iconic. So many Rayman games out there, and the majority of them are essentially great games. I enjoy Rayman games, I've played a few of them in my time, and I think they're great games. Also, Rayman has essentially been a kind of half in, half out Nintendo character. He's had a lot of games on Nintendo systems. I think Rayman should already technically be in the Super Smash Bros. Series. I think he was a missed opportunity for Ultimate, and he should have been there, and Nintendo should have done it straight away. I guess he's not here yet, and he will be coming, in my opinion. I think Rayman will be a great candidate for the next Super Smash Bros. Game. I'm going to give Rayman a 70% chance of coming to the Super Smash Bros. Game, and I believe that is because, one, he will be a great brawling character. I think his moveset will be great. The fact that he has floating hands and feet make him essentially a great brawling character, and I think the moveset he could have will be very generous, and there will be a lot of different additional moves. And I think Rayman will just be a great character for that. I also think that with Nintendo having this, what seems to be a deal with Ubisoft at the moment with the Mario and Rabbids games, I think it's pretty much confirmed at this point that Rayman is likely to be getting into the Super Smash Bros. Games. I think it'd be awesome to have the Rabbids involved with the Super Smash Bros. Games. I think there could be a Rabbids theme level. I mean, the Rabbids are Rayman lore, so it would make sense to bring the Rabbids over to Super Smash Bros. And I think Rayman would be a great way to kind of mascot that and bring them forward. So you could have loads of Rabbids in the background just messing around with the level, and Rayman's level being essentially themed to the Rabbids. I think it could work. Nintendo, please bring Rayman to Smash. For number 9, I have Dr. Eggman. So, as we all know, Sonic is already in the Super Smash Bros. Games. But, I don't know if you've seen this on the roster, there seems to be a theme that every hero character needs to have their villain character who is playable in the roster. For example, you've got Mario, but you can also play as Bowser. You've got Link, but you can play as Ganondorf. You've got Donkey Kong, but you can play as King K. Rool. So the theme needs to continue here, and with Sonic, in my opinion, being the most iconic third-party character there is, I think it would make sense to bring Dr. Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, if that's what you'd rather call him, over to Super Smash Bros. I think it is essential at this point. I would love to see Dr. Eggman / Dr. Robotnik come over to the Super Smash Bros. Games. I think if you was to take the moveset of, say, Sonic Adventure 2, where he has the Egg Walker, and basically give him that moveset, I think it would be really cool to bring that into the Super Smash Bros. Games. I think Dr. Eggman would be a great character. I'm surprised he's not already in Super Smash Bros. There are other Sonic characters I think who deserve a place in Super Smash Bros. But I think at this point, the one who deserves the most love and attention for Super Smash Bros. Is definitely Dr. Eggman. He is probably one of the most iconic villains in all of gaming, and Sonic needs his main villain to be in Super Smash Bros. Dr. Eggman, please get into Super Smash Bros. It'll be hilarious, it'll be great. You deserve to be in Super Smash Bros. I'm going to give Dr. Eggman a 60% chance of getting into Smash Bros. I think 60% chance is a decent amount. I think it's likely to happen. I think more than 50% means it's likely to happen, but It's not confirmed. I don't know if Nintendo will go down that route now that they've already got Sonic in there, but in my eyes, I think Dr. Eggman definitely deserves that place. So 60% for Dr. Eggman. In the number 8 position, I am going to say Spyro the Dragon. So Spyro the Dragon is an iconic character. Spyro is the mascot character for Insomniac Games. Yes, Spyro is legendary. Originally made for the PlayStation 1 as a character for Sony's kind of catalogue of characters. Spyro has kind of transcended that now and is now kind of generally known as this massively nostalgic childhood character that many people my age learn to love and grow up with. So I think Spyro really does deserve a place in the Super Smash Bros. Games. He would be a great addition. He fits the theme of mascot characters, so Spyro should be in Super Smash Bros. Obviously, you could give him so many different moves. Obviously, he has Fire Breath, he can fly, he's got all the dragon powers and stuff. He can skateboard. Yes, he can skateboard. There's just so many different things you can do with Spyro, and overall he's a great character. I think he definitely deserves a place in the Super Smash Bros. Games. He's got a lot of lore behind Spyro as well. There's a lot of different character development with Spyro. He's recently had a resurgence with the Reignited trilogy. So yeah, Spyro. Bring Spyro to Smash Bros. I would love to see it happen. Like Dr. Eggman, I am going to give Spyro 60% chance of coming to the next Super Smash Bros. Game. Kind of torn with Spyro a little bit. I'm not sure if he will come over to Smash Bros. Straight away. There is one character who I think will come before Spyro, and that character is my number 7 pick, Crash Bandicoot. So yeah, what can I say? Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot should be in Super Smash Bros. Already. Literally one of the most iconic mascot characters there is. Crash Bandicoot is a huge character that should be in Smash Bros. Nintendo should have pulled the trigger on Crash Bandicoot and put him in Ultimate, personally. I think there is potentially plans for him to come into Smash Bros. And I think it is going to happen. It just depends, like I say, if Nintendo pull the trigger and actually puts Crash in the next Super Smash Bros. Game. I think there's just so many different things you can do with Crash Bandicoot. His character moveset would be, he's got the tornado spin, he's got so many different moves he can do. He's a character that is so iconic at this point and is one of Naughty Dog's most famous characters. So I don't know why Nintendo haven't already got him in the game. I think he would bring a lot of sales for the next Super Smash Bros. Game. If it happens, it happens. He is a world-renowned character, and everyone knows who Crash Bandicoot is. So please, Nintendo, bring Crash Bandicoot to the next game. He would be a great addition. And with the Insane trilogy, which was released a couple of years back, you know, his popularity is higher than ever right now. And with Crash Bandicoot 4 on Nintendo Switch, it's inevitable that Nintendo have obviously got some deal. So there we go. I think Crash Bandicoot should definitely come to Super Smash Bros. He is a huge name in the gaming industry. Why is he not in Smash Bros. Yet? I don't know. Only Nintendo can tell us and reveal that to us. I'm going to give Crash Bandicoot a 70% chance of being added to the next Super Smash Bros. Game. I think it's likely to happen. And yeah, 70% I think is pretty fair. That, from my speculation, I think it could happen. So Crash Bandicoot for the next Smash Bros. Game. So for my number 6 pick, I've decided to go with Doomguy. So Doomguy is famously known for the game series Doom. Doom is such an iconic game series. It was one of the first-person shooting game series there was. It's a game series that's gone down in history as one of the most influential series ever. And I personally think that Doomguy is just being overlooked entirely by Nintendo here. I think Doomguy would be a great addition to Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. Games. So please, Nintendo, get Doomguy in there. There was a meme a couple years ago of Isabelle and Doomguy becoming friends that essentially said to me that it could happen, it could work. Super Smash Bros. Is a place where Doomguy could hang with some of the more cute characters like Isabelle and Pikachu and Kirby. I think Doomguy has a personality, considering he looks like a generic fighting character. I definitely think that he would fit in with the mascot characters. Doomguy is a mascot character himself, even though he doesn't really look like one. He looks like generic action hero character. But if you was to add Doomguy into Smash Bros, it would be hilarious, Nintendo. It would be so good. It would bring so many fans as well to the Super Smash Bros series. A lot of Doom fans out there. I mean, Doom Eternal is a massively popular game, and I think it will put a lot of eyes onto Super Smash Bros. Having Doomguy in the game. It'll also bring out some of those more serious gamers who think that Super Smash Bros. Might be a bit too kid-friendly for them. I think adding Doomguy into the game will actually change a lot of opinions. So please, Nintendo, get Doomguy in there. Bring some of that Doom into Smash Bros. I think there is about a 60% chance of putting Doomguy into Smash Bros. I think he's a very anticipated and much requested character for the Super Smash Bros. Games, but I don't know if Nintendo have got that kind of like idea of having a extremely M-rated character in Smash Bros. I know you have got characters like Solid Snake and Bayonetta, but Doomguy is on a different level here. It's maturity-wise, it's a game about demons and hell. Bayonetta does have demons in her games, but they're just not on the level of the demons from the Doom series. It's a different level, but I could see it happening. It would be the same as if I was to request a character like Scorpion from the Mortal Kombat games, which actually isn't a bad idea. It's kind of breaking that barrier of maturity. How far are Nintendo willing to go? And for my number 5 pick, I wanted to appease some of those more anime style fans. So I thought I would go with the closest anime character I think that would fit into the Super Smash Bros. Series. And I've also been on a bit of a high with this game recently. I recently played through it for the first time and I loved it. And I actually think the character from this game would definitely suit the Nintendo catalogue of Super Smash Bros. Characters. So, and that character is 2B from NieR Automata. 2B should be in Smash Bros. I know a lot of people complain that there's too many sword fighters in Super Smash Bros. But 2B definitely deserves a place in Smash Bros. If you haven't played NieR Automata, go play NieR Automata and then tell me that 2B doesn't deserve a place in the Smash Bros. Games. 2B is awesome. 2B is just a great character. So basically 2B is an android character who is able to just do crazy martial arts, anime stuff, anime fighting. If you've seen any NieR Automata gameplay, you should definitely agree with me that 2B would be great in Smash Bros. I can imagine 2B's moveset being awesome. Obviously, you've got the mech suit for a final smash. You've got her amazing sword techniques and the fact that she can basically do like a bullet time kind of thing where she kind of like slows down time and dodges. So it would be a great addition to have 2B into the Super Smash Bros. Games. I think 2B would be a great sword fighter character. I could imagine the world and the stage that 2B would bring. Obviously, the world that she has, this like kind of apocalyptic world where machines have taken over Earth. That would be a great level, great stage for Super Smash Bros. I think. 2B is awesome as a character as well. She's got a lot of amazing personality, and the story she has in NieR Automata is great as well. If you've not played it, I do really recommend you go play it. 2B definitely deserves a place in Super Smash Bros. In my opinion. And to obviously appease those kind of more anime fans out there who want to see more anime characters. I know there's a lot of them already, but you know, they do belong in Smash Bros. They bring a lot to the games and their characters in general are usually pretty good. So I'm going to give 2B about a 40% chance of getting in. The reason for this is because 2B is kind of a newer character. She's not been around as long as some of the other characters in this list. So I think that 2B would definitely kind of have to bring in a little bit more, and I think try and be able to bring in those sales for Nintendo. Obviously, with a new character, they want to get as many eyes on Super Smash Bros. As they can to get as many sales out of the game. So I think 2B at this point probably isn't as well known or famous, but I think as a character, she definitely deserves to be in the games. So if Nintendo are going to bring in any third-party character, they're probably more likely to go for a character like Doomguy or Eggman or Spyro or Crash, because they are just more well-known characters. And for my number 4 pick for the third-party Smash Bros. Character I want to see happen, my character choice is Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood and Revelations. This could happen in my opinion. I think Ezio isn't far off coming to Super Smash Bros. And the reason for this is because there was already Assassin's Creed DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Ezio, in my opinion, is easily the most iconic character from the Assassin's Creed series. In my opinion, he's my favorite character as well. I love Ezio's character. He's one of the greatest characters ever written, in my opinion. His story of revenge and leadership and everything that happens in the Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood and Revelations games. You know, he's so good as a character that he definitely deserves a place in Nintendo's Hall of Fame. He's never been a Nintendo character, but he has had games on Nintendo systems. Obviously, you can get the Assassin's Creed series. The majority of it, anyway, on Nintendo Switch. So Ezio definitely deserves to be on Smash Bros. I think his character moveset would be great. Obviously, he has a leap of faith he can use for kind of jumping from high places. And he also has his hidden blade. He's got his stealth techniques, so he could hide in plain sight with something he could do. There's so many different things that you could do with Ezio. His final smash as well could be the Apple of Eden. It could be anything. I think his stage as well would be cool, being in like Italy or in the Animus as well. The Animus stage would be amazing. Being able to be in like this digital world, that's mind-blowing to me. I think it could work, and it would look really cool to have Ezio fighting Mario, in my opinion. I think it's something that should have happened by now. I think Ezio could have come to Ultimate. I know that Nintendo have obviously had talks with Ubisoft about this, because, like I say, there's already Assassin's Creed DLC within Ultimate. So I don't think we're far off seeing Ezio within the Super Smash Bros. Games. I think there is likely about a 65% chance we're going to see Ezio within the next game. I think Ezio, 65% is reasonable. I think, like I say, the only thing that's kind of edging me towards a 65% is because of the DLC that was in the last Smash Bros. Game. I also think that Ezio as well is a very renowned character, and a lot of people like his character and would like to see him in Smash. I would definitely like to see him in Smash. That's why he's in this list. So Nintendo, please get Ezio in Smash Bros. Imagine it, guys. He would be awesome. For my number 3 pick, actually, I wasn't going to put this character in this list. First, I was like, I don't think this character would fit. But now, looking at it and thinking about it, actually, I do think he would fit. And this character is Kratos from the God of War games. Oh my god, Kratos in Smash Bros. Would be insane. I think Kratos would definitely fit. Especially recently with games such as God of War and God of War Ragnarok, I think Kratos definitely deserves a place in Nintendo's Hall of Fame. Kratos has never been on a Nintendo console, but he is a huge character. He's so popular within the gaming industry now. He is one of the icons of gaming. Kratos is a huge character in general. He's just a great fighting character. He'd be a great brawler, sword fighter, whatever you want to do with him. He would be up there with characters like Bayonetta for skill set. I just think Kratos would be a great brawler, and putting him against characters like Ganondorf, it just makes sense to me. I think it would work as a Nintendo fan. Kratos in there. I don't think he's the most likely to get in, but I think if Nintendo come to terms with the idea that the bigger characters out there that haven't actually had anything to do with Nintendo in their history, I think Kratos could definitely fit. And he isn't the only character in this list that I'm going to talk about who is never been on a Nintendo console. I think Kratos is a great character to add to Smash Bros. Just purely on the fact that he's at the height of his popularity at the moment. The God of War games at the moment are extremely popular and possibly the biggest blockbuster game series out there at the moment. So yeah, I could see it happening. I think Nintendo would be missing a treat if they didn't at least approach Sony and say, as Sony have not really got any representatives in the Super Smash Bros. Game apart from maybe Solid Snake, who isn't really a Sony rep anymore. I think that Kratos could definitely fit as a Sony rep. So Nintendo, get Kratos in Smash Bros. Get all of those God of War fans who are playing God of War games right now and saying that Ragnarok is one of the best games ever made, and get them to see your game of Super Smash Bros. And think, actually, yeah, I want to play as Kratos and I want to beat Mario up. I'm going to give Kratos about a 40% chance of getting into Super Smash Bros. I don't think Kratos is likely to get into the next game personally, but you never know. I said the same thing about Sora, so there we go, it could happen. I didn't think Sora was going to get into Ultimate, but he did. So Nintendo revealed Kratos as one of their newcomers in the next Smash Bros. Game. My mind will blow. So Nintendo, do it. So we're now down to my number 2 pick for the next characters to come to the next Super Smash Bros. Game. And I am going with a controversial pick here, and I think this is going to be a popular choice for a lot of people, but a lot of people are also going to think no. So please, I do apologize if you hear this character choice and then start to think, actually, no, it's not going to happen and I don't want it to happen. Hear me out. So this character is Jonesy from Fortnite. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a Fortnite fan. I've played like 1 or 2 games of Fortnite in my whole life. I've never got into it. It's not something that appeals to me personally. But I do know how popular Fortnite is. And we also know that Nintendo have got a relationship with the Fortnite developers. Nintendo should at this point utilize one of the most popular games out there right now, which is Fortnite, and really add one of the characters from the Fortnite series, who is Jonesy. He deserves to be in it. I mean, Fortnite in general is easily one of the most popular games ever made. It's a huge game, and a lot of kids love it. And you know, the same age group that play Fortnite play Super Smash Bros. So it would be a mistake not to at least put a Fortnite character in Super Smash Bros. Yes, okay, it doesn't sound like the best choice, especially for a number 2 pick. But come on, let's face it, Nintendo have put Minecraft Steve in Super Smash Bros. So why would they not put Fortnite characters in there? It's something that Nintendo would be wise to do. It just makes sense. And if they do it, they do it. If they don't, they don't. I think Fortnite in general, like, definitely deserves a place within a gaming industry Hall of Fame. And with Super Smash Bros. Kind of being that Hall of Fame kind of already, Nintendo should definitely put Jonesy in there, or at least one of the Fortnite characters. I'm going to give Jonesy about a 60% chance of coming to the next Super Smash Bros. Game. I think it could happen. I don't think it's guaranteed to happen, so I'm giving it about 60% chance. So Nintendo, if you bring Jonesy in, I won't be surprised at you. I won't even be angry at you. Fortnite isn't my kind of game, but it could happen, so there we go. And I think it kind of does deserve a place in Smash Bros. So yay, Fortnite. We've come to the final pick. This is the number 1 pick, and this is the one that I am most excited for, the one that I am anticipating, and the one that I hope comes to Smash Bros. The most. So please do respect my choice, and I hope that you can maybe share in my anticipation here. So please do consider that. You might not think this is your pick, but it's definitely my pick. So here we go. This pick is Master Chief from the Halo games. Oh my god, Nintendo, why is Master Chief not in Smash Bros. Yet? You've got a relationship with Microsoft. We know this because you've added Banjo-Kazooie to Smash Bros. You've recently put Banjo-Kazooie and GoldenEye onto Nintendo Switch Online. We know you have a relationship with Microsoft. So Master Chief, who is easily Microsoft's biggest icon character, most famous character. He's recently had a TV series. He's got a new game out called Halo Infinite, which is relatively popular. I think a lot of people kind of forgot about that game. Overall though, Master Chief is such an iconic character. He's easily one of the greatest gaming characters ever made, in my opinion. I have so many memories of playing the original Halo trilogy. I would love to see Master Chief in Smash Bros. He would fit alongside characters like Snake. So why is he not in Smash Bros. Yet? And also, could you imagine the Halo score in Smash Bros. In the background while you're fighting on a Halo ring? Oh, it would make so much sense to me. That is a dream. I would love to see it happen. A Smash Bros. Stage set on any Halo planet, any Halo ring, just with the Halo theme in the background. It needs to happen, Nintendo. Why is it not happening yet? Please do it for the next Smash Bros. Game. Thank you. I'm going to give Master Chief a 70% chance of coming to the next Smash Bros. Game. I think Master Chief at this point is a heavily requested character, and I think it will happen. I think Nintendo are skipping a beat here by not putting Master Chief in the games already, especially with Nintendo's relationship with Microsoft right now. I think it's a guaranteed thing to happen. I think Microsoft will want Master Chief in the next Smash Bros. Game. I think Nintendo would be silly not to take that opportunity. So yeah, I think it's pretty much going to happen. I think it will happen. I'm speculating it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but I think it will happen. I think Master Chief is a highly requested character by the Nintendo community and Halo fans who play Smash Bros. So yeah, let's get Master Chief in the next Smash Bros. Game, Nintendo. Let's do it. And that's it. That's my 10 picks for third-party characters coming to the next Smash Bros. Game. Obviously, there is no Smash Bros. Game planned just yet, as we know. But if there is ever another Smash Bros. Game, which I think will happen for the next Nintendo console, you know, these are just ideas for 10 characters I think that would suit for the next Smash Bros. Game. You may have different opinions and you have different ideas and different characters. So please do, in the comments, let me know your ideas and characters you would like to see in Super Smash Bros. I would love to read and hear them. So yeah, let's talk about it. I think you guys would have some great ideas and characters that I didn't even think of. So maybe I could make a video again later in time, and maybe I could make a sequel video and talk about more characters that should come to the Smash Bros. Games. Please remember, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate seeing you guys do that because it makes me feel like this community is growing. And like I say, I am now over 500 subscribers. Let's get to 750 by July. That is my goal currently, so let's do it. And if you've liked this video, please check out this video right here. You may find it interesting if you've liked this video, so please do that, and I will see you for the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!